Welcome back. Lemon and Herb are a South African music duo consisting of Don Sithole and Skhumbuzo Radebe, who came together in 2011 to create their own signature style of Afro-House music. The duo is known for their unique sound that blends traditional African rhythms with contemporary electronic music. Their music has been described as soulful and spiritual, with the stern focus on creating a positive vibe and taking listeners on a journey through their music. Don and Skhu, who together are called Lemon and Herb, join us in studio today. Gents, a very good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Thank you for having us. Morning.
Great stuff, man. Just take us back to how you guys met and how this duo came about.
Well, we've been friends for a very long time, since primary school.
Okay.
And throughout our primary school and high school days, we've been very active in the arts domain per se. So
Okay.
arts and music and, acting per se.
Right.
But yeah, no, we've been friends and we saw that, okay, we actually enjoy music and creativity, things that have to do with creativity. And in varsity, that's when we came across the program to create music. And we played around with it until we saw that, okay, we might have something here. And the rest is history.
Sure. Yeah. And how did the name Lemon and Herb come about?
This was just completely random. We used to be inspired by, still are inspired by a lot of rock bands. So in the time of, when we were growing up, a lot of rock bands like Green Day, Rage Against the Machine, names that really didn't mean anything. It's just, a concept. And we just took inspiration from those type of names, and Lemon and Herb just stuck.
Okay.
Until now, yeah.
We know that house music has got so many musical flavors, and I did mention earlier on that yours is Afro-House. So can you just, give us in greater detail how we define that genre?
It's very hard to define genres, but maybe in basic terms, Afro is more of a percussive genre. I mean, Africa is, one with the drum. So that percussiveness, the way though that it sinks in, the percussiveness is somewhat, you can feel it, that it's African, it's got an African vibe. But then with the electronic music also growing and influencing the Afro-House, then it just merges together and it is what you hear today. But it's a very wide genre.
And I suppose that Africanness made you unique. It made you stand out from the other musical bands internationally, and it made you quite attractive to music organizers for the international festivals, such as, you've performed in Miami and Ibiza. So how have your fans at the international level received your music?
Fortunately, music has always been a universal language. Yeah. It breaks all boundaries. Sure. It breaks all racial boundaries, ethnicity boundaries, age even. So music is the one thing that transcends through everything. And I feel like wherever you go, we just came from a tour from India. We're playing the music that we usually play, and they vibe to it as much as the South African crowd vibes to it, as much as the US crowd vibes to it. It's just, you realize that music makes the special thing about music is makes us all fall under one global community, and that is the real special thing about music. Yeah.
And another thing that's special about music is that it is forever evolving. Just a short while ago, we had an artist here who described his brand of music as Afro-traditional piano, and that was the first time of me hearing it. It is absolutely beautiful. So with the ever-evolving world of music, how have you managed to stay relevant?
I think it's purely our way we translate music into the program. What we love to hear, as music evolves, you listen to it, and then it affects also the way that you produce.
Sure.
And how we produce is the way we translate it from what we've heard. But still trying to keep that signature sound per se, although we don't really think we have a signature sound, but the way we feel the music. I think that's the only way you can adjust and evolve into what's currently playing in the radio, in the music scene.
Yeah. And your second album, Aura, received over 9.8 million streams worldwide. That is massive. That is
That's
huge.
crazy.
Eh?
Thank
That's
you.
crazy.
Yeah.
Given also the time that the album was produced was during
Right.
obviously the global pandemic of COVID. So it was really a tough time, but I think people found solace in the album. It was it gave a space to just reflect, and I think the album reflects that. I think the album was made in a time and was listened for people in a time as well. So that's, I think, was the main contributing factor. And also there was no really anyone thinking of making music at the time.
Right. Yeah.
So we had the benefit of that. Everyone was just stuck at home, but we were like, okay, cool. Hey, the only thing we got is technology and the music. Let's make it work. And Aura was born.
Yeah. But has that exerted so much pressure on you guys to create something similar to Aura, or you're just gonna go with the flow and just create whatever you feel like creating?
Yeah, I don't think it gave us too much pressure. We were amazed of the response from it, because for us, Aura was just a personal project of our expression of music, without any influence of what currently is out there in the scene. So it was easy for us to then shift away and then concentrate on a new project, because now, for example, the current release that we did was now based on a bit more vibier, punchier music. So it was easy to shift from that. But Aura I think it's a singular project that,
Now talk us through the new music that we've just created, that we've just released, that is.
Yeah, we just released an EP consisting of 5 tracks. It's the Koro Koro EP. It's entitled with the lead single, obviously, with the opening singing Koro Koro. And it was just basically us trying to, move away, like you say, from the Aura stage phase and just like introduce people to the music that we are about to deliver in 2024 and going forward. So it was that. It's just it's an exit from 2003 and an entry into 2004, and then I think it speaks to us musically where we are at the moment, and we're gonna be definitely delivering a lot of music the coming year. So we've got the single with Tabia, which we're gonna perform just now, and we've got a single with Doshi and a single with Kalimija, which are the featuring artists in the EP. Yeah.
And for those fans who might not be too fortunate, like myself, that I'm going to have a front row seat of this performance in just a few minutes now, where can they see you perform?
Well, today we'll be in Mozambique. I can't remember the venue. And then tomorrow we'll be in Durban. Can't remember the venue as well, but
it's
deep in the
Deep in the Garden.
Deep in the Garden.
Hey, you guys are superstars. You don't even remember the venue that we're performing. As long as they call you, like, bring it on, make the payment, and then off you go.
No, I think we just, out of respect of the events that we're going to, it's just a matter of jet lag. We just literally arrived from India, and we're just like, the world is a bit upside down, inside out right now. But
Gents, all the best, man. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
Cool stuff. That was Don Sithole and Skhumbuzo Radebe, who go by the name Lemon and Herb, talking to us about their music. They'll be back later for a performance.